Coach, thanks. Located appropriately for his career win total at 347 Don Shula Drive. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami, Florida. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the side of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we are ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with the Washington Redskins. This fielded at the 2. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And the Redskins scoop it. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins have taken a first quarter lead. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. This is Kenyon Drake, the 4th-year man from Alabama. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
To throw is Rosen. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Into the Redskins. Have it they do. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On the handoff, it's Geis. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
And the Redskin first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the Dolphins' 23-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. 2nd down, Haskins. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Richardson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Paul Richardson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And that takes us from second to third down. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. It's complete to Graham. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
3rd and 10 wasn't going to be easy. Now after the holding penalty, they have to deal with a 3rd and 20. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it. Somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. The big Tank Carradine with a sack. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Trying to get it that time to Stills. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They'll hand it out to Geis. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Third down. Here's Haskins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And now look at him go. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter from Miami, it's the Dolphins with the football, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. This is fielded at the goal line.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Well, later tonight, we have more football. Sunday night football, a good one out west. Steelers and Chargers might see equal amounts of black and gold mixed with a powder blue in the stands for that one. And then tomorrow, Monday night football, Detroit and Green Bay battle in the NFC North from Lambeau Field. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Where's 52? Block 52. 52's the mark. Go on.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Over the middle, complete. It's Richardson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Redskins stringing together a couple of good pickups. It's another 1st down.
1st down, Redskins.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Taylor. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Here we go. Go to base. 54. Mike, 54. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. 54. Watch 54. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Nick Perry with a pick, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. A nice toss play there to the left. More than enough room to move the chains.
And you know what I love about that play as a broadcaster? Seeing the big guys move. Seeing them get upfield and take it.
Now Drake loses the football.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. Now Rosen looking to throw. They'll set up the screen to Balazs. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards there, a first down.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him,
he'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Ryan Kerrigan. That is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Faking the give to Drake, now Rosen. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL.
On three. Motion. Mike 56. They can't hang with us.
They'll run. It's Drake. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. So give him the first down. 1st and goal after a pickup of 4. And the decision to go for it pays off. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Out time, guys. Out time. Let's get off the field. Hey, switch gears.
On 1st and goal, Drake. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the Redskins' 8-yard line.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. On the toss play, this is Drake. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as The clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? From the gun, it's Rosen. And Stills has got it. Touchdown, Miami. Kenny Stills, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
54, right there, 54, Mike. In your face.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
At their own 18-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
2nd and 10. It's Rosen again. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Final play of the half here, it's Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
Go, let's go! On the set, 54. Mike 54. So we got man.
They start the second half with a run by Geis. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Haskins to throw on second down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Taylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Here's Haskins to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Raekwon McMillan gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Throwing on second and long. Haskins. Throw left side complete. It's Taylor. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? To throw on third down. Haskins. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. Third down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, and they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on second down. Haskins, throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
Washington.
On first down, this is Geis. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Just like that. Just like that.
On 2nd and 7, Haskins. This will be caught at about the 5. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Hopkins with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Around the NFL, they've gone to the 3rd in Cleveland. The Browns, they have scored again to add on to their lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. To throw is Rosen. Oh, Rosen is stripped of the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richardson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They run with Geis. That he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. That's kind of an interesting decision. 1-score game, 3rd quarter. What do you do?
Yeah, I'm willing to go out on the limb on this one and go for it. And here's why. If I set it up right now and go get the touchdown, I'm in firm control of this ball game, and my team has a ton of confidence. If I don't get it, hey, I rely on my defense. And if somehow they go downfield on me and score, so be it. I want to be in control and in firm control right now.
They're going on 4th down. Haskins. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Dwayne Haskins with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10. Their own 22-yard line.
56. Ready?
Now Rosen on 1st down. Under pressure, they got him again. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain.
56. 6-6. Pull it high.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple scores. And they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? 12 more yards there and another first down. This quarterback now 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is 1st and 10. Here's Rosen to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up
nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Geis. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. Down to the 25. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Geis. Now Geis stripped. He lost the football. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready? March 56. Hug.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And here he's got Grant. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. It's a big play there for Miami. 47 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation,
and he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jakeem Grant with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Redskins. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The drive starts with a completion, left side. The 20. A huge play there for Washington. 46 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for him.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. Second down and goal. Haskins incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another second and goal. Again, Geis. And a big play there on second down, but we do have a flag on the field. This is in the area where it might be coming back. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another second and goal. Throwing now is Haskins. That's going to be caught by Richardson. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still third and goal that they face now.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Now it's Haskins.
They went with the dime look that time on defense. Just flooded the field with defensive backs. Blanketed everyone. Took away all the passing angles. Thus, the incompletion.
They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side.
Here we go, let's bring it.
Fourth down, here's Haskins. And no, it's incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
To throw again on second down. Rosen. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. The Dolphins on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Rosen to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on third down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, watch the slant.
One final shot here for Rosen. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Redskins, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills.